Hi everyone, it's Karen and I'm back with my first design team project for the month of October for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And please go over and check out her beautiful shop on Etsy. This is her lovely business card, and I will leave links to the store in the description box below, and also links to all the designers who are currently designing for her, so that you can go over and see the beautiful and inspirational projects that they are creating with products from her store, AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. I also will leave links to the Facebook group and the Instagram as well, because they're great groups to join, and you get inspiration and you also see when new products are going in the shop. What I created this month is a woodland fall folder, and I created the folder using Amazon packaging. The packaging I love to use. I used it to make all the folders for my giveaways, and it's just this brown packaging that comes with your product in it, and I just open it up, and one side of course is all nice brown paper, the other has some printing on it. So I sometimes cover this with brown paper, or I cover it with fabric. It just depends on what I'm making. But it's got a bit of a bubble liner in it, so it gives it more texture, and it's really nice. I folded a long piece of it up this time, and I made this beautiful folder. I used digital papers from Artsology on Etsy, and this folder measures 10 inches tall, so it's a tall, skinny fold, and is 5 inches wide for each, about 5 inches, 4.5 to 5 inches on the each panel. And of course, it is completely smothered in gorgeous laces, trims, flowers, and bling, bows, and ribbon from AngeldreamCraftsKim. There is a 32-page journal inside. There are journaling cards, envelopes, file folders, paper clip banners, pockets and tuck spots, and whale tail tags and tickets. It's just loaded with all kinds of nice little goodies, and I think she turned out really pretty. I'm going to turn her sideways here. I want to keep zoomed in on the camera because I really like you to be able to see the details. She's just so tall. On the front here, I have placed the beautiful tulle pleated trim on the bottom here. It hangs out the bottom, and it goes all the way around. It creates this beautiful little skirt on this lovely folder. The one lace that I had in my package and also tied on the outside of my package is this one, and I used this throughout the journal, and I did a lot of fussy cutting on it as well. You will see in different sections I have cut out these little 3D flowers and placed them in different places. I have cut out sections of the sequins, and it's all stitched onto this mesh background. It's all stitched onto this mesh background, and it cuts out super easy. And these little flowers are just attached in the center here with these few stitches, and I just cut around on the mesh. I did put a panel of it down the front of this journal. You can see it goes all the way down. And then here I cut out pieces and added them onto this topper that I placed on the top here, which is one of the digitals, or part of one of the digitals from the digital papers. This cute little squirrel, and then this is also cut out of the papers, the word happiness, and then I added in the little flowers and some of the sequin pieces on the top to bring it up, and added little pearls to the center. These are two of the gorgeous tea beigey colored flowers from the bundle that Kim gave me from the shop, and they have pearl and bling centers and little pearl stamens. So pretty. And then the beautiful sort of same colored little ribbon bows that are in her shop. They come all pre-done like that, so really nice to add to your project. This trim here is also from Kim's shop. This is a gorgeous trim with sort of looks like floral buds and leaves, and I've gone down this side and down the side here. I've really gotten into, when I go trim around either a topper on the front or something on a project, I don't like to just trim the same thing all the way around. I just really like the look of doing maybe it down across the top, and it didn't go even all the way to the edge. I added in these flowers in the corner here, and then down this edge and around the spine I added this dusty rose trim that I received in my design team package. So pretty. And then because there were already sequins in this trim, I just took some sequins from my stash and some little beads, and I just added those. I sewed them onto the spine here to add a little bit more interest and detail. Another one of the beautiful flowers from her shop, and then again I sort of cut out some of those flowers from this mesh trim and added them around at the top and added the little pearls in them to again add more detail. Down this side of a fold of the folder is another lace from Kim's shop. I don't have any left. I used the last little bit on my second project for this month, and so it is a flat trim about 2 inches wide, and it wraps beautifully around this fold. This is one of her little bling bows, and they look like this, and I just thought it looked like a pretty little butterfly sort of, and so I sewed, because this is backed onto a felt backing, you actually can easily poke a needle through here, and so I used a beading needle and I sewed on some little 11/0 seed beads in between the pearls and a string of them down the center, and then added in some little antennae on this out of wire on this, and made a little butterfly there at the top. And what else did I do? I think that's it. And then I used the beautiful satin ribbon that she had tied around the package that she sent me for October, and I believe this is available still in the store. Beautiful satin ribbon, and it looks so pretty on there. You can see the brown paper in the background of the folder from the packaging, and then on the back is a full piece of that gorgeous floral and sequin trim, and I just did add a couple extra flowers in a couple places where I wanted the appearance of it, because when you cut it, you may not get the exact look you want down the side, and I wanted a few of these flowers right down the side, so I added those on. And you can see the ribbon runs behind that for the closure. There's more of the digital paper in behind there, more of the packaging that you can see through there. And then I just added a butterfly from my stash. So at the top, I guess I should mention this before I go inside, at the top is this other beautiful trim. This is also from Kim's shop, and I put that running all the way around the top. So you get this beautiful pinky peach colored trim on the top, and then this one on the bottom. So let's have a look inside this folder. So she opens up like this, the first opening, and there you can see the rest of that beautiful lace wrapped around the edge of the folder there. And then down this edge is the beautiful pink trim. It's this one, and it's also a really pretty trim, and it just lent itself so nicely to these papers, because these papers have the beautiful browns and rusts from fall, but they also have the pink roses, and so you can really put all these gorgeous laces together that Kim sent me, and they fit so well. I'm just going to move it so you can see a little bit at the bottom, and you can see that trim at the top. Then this flips open, and on the inside cover, again, that ruffled or tulle trim is going all the way around the bottom. Beautiful papers from Artsology. Another piece of that lace that I had wrapped around here, I put a piece of it down here to create a little spine that has these little folders in it. So those are in there, and inside the folders, both of them are held closed by paper clips, and there's little tags and things inside of them. And this is just a little piece of string holding them in, and I added some little sunflower charms from my stash. So that flips over. In here is a pretty little pocket. I filled it full of the pretty little tickets that are in this paper line. These are fun to use inside your journal. You can use them as tuck spots. You can use them on the corners of photos to help hold the photos in place. And there's lots of really pretty ones in here that all go along with the paper line, and some have the animals on them as well, the ones that you'll see throughout. So those are all tucked in here. And then in this, the rest of the pocket, I have three tags. Oh, and another little stray ticket. And these are on sort of heavier cardstock paper, and I've printed a nice digital on the back of them as well. They'd be very nice for journaling on, or these would even be nice to write a little note to someone. This one has a beautiful owl. This one has the little hedgehog or possum in the bottom, little squirrel, and then this one has a bunny with the mushrooms, and they're really pretty. And I added a piece of the fan trim from Kim's shop as your little tab on the top of those tags. And then in the background here is that gorgeous lace again, the netted lace with the sequins and the flowers on it. And I thought it looked so pretty against the brown paper on there. And then I'm going to close this, and we're going to move it over. And this is the next section of the folder. Again, has the beautiful tulle trim that continues across, has this beautiful floral trim, and I added some extra little flowers sort of right here. And then this is a little journal that's in the center here. And it has that beautiful floral trim again from Kim's shop, and that other one going down the side here and inside to become a tuck spot. This little dragonfly is also originally from Kim's shop, and I have been hoarding it and using it over time on select projects. And this one I added a little bit of that sequined trim from the trim in the background. The sparkly one, this one here, I took some of the sequins and I just put them on the dragonfly, and then added some little tiny 11-0 seed beads just to add a little bit of sparkle to her. And then see, again, the pockets created here. I have little folders and envelope and little banner paper clips, and a combination of tea-dyed and prints from the digital thing, and also this is dyed with beets, the pinky one. And so there's journaling cards and tags, and this is a little envelope, and there's some little charms in here. This is a little pumpkin charm hanging on a paper clip. That's another one of the digitals. Some pieces of the line going down the side of the papers, and then that flips open for more journaling. All the backs are done with another digital, more of a lacy digital, very easy to write on. This is a little pocket, and it has gussets on the side, so it would hold quite a bit. You could tuck pictures and that in there. This is just a little coin envelope with some tags inside, but I also left the coin envelope. It's fully lined and ready for you. You could, people like to write secret journaling inside something like that, and then you'd be able to put that back in here, or you could glue it shut if you wanted. These are an example of the paper clips. They all have little hearts on them, and they're in different colors in here. On this side, I added a little owl charm. This is another little folder with a journaling card inside. This is an envelope in the center, and one of my beautiful wax seals that I made. And this just opens up. Again, you could journal inside here. I have not glued it closed, but you easily could by just adding a bit of glue along there. And there's a couple of journaling cards inside of there as well. And these little cards would make lovely little add-ons to a gift for someone if you just wanted to write a little note on them. This just has a little flip here with the paper. There's another little journaling card with the squirrel. This is a little envelope, and on the paper clip holding it in is another one of the little sunflower charms. And inside this envelope there are a whole bunch of the whale tail tag toppers, and they in different colors and shades, just that match the paper line, but also would look pretty on any project. Another little flip out there of that paper, and another tag banner, or another banner paper clip. And on this side is a little owl tag. And again, these are all lined on the back or collaged on the back so that you could write on them, little bits of fibers in the tops. Here is a little part of a file folder. Inside is a little journaling card. And this, I love this particular digital with the fox. They're so cute. And this is just a piece glued on here to add interest, and it's also a flip out for extra journaling. And this one is glued down completely. There's a paper clip there with another one of the little pumpkin charms on it, and that's from my stash. Another banner paper clip, and that's the end of the journal. So there's a lot of journaling space in there. And then this is I made a little tuck spot here with that another piece of that gorgeous lace. That's why I have none of it left, because I used it quite a bit in this journal. And I just glued it down on either side, and it makes for a perfect little spot. But then you can still see this gorgeous digital with the fox and the little bunny here. And I added in this little flippy envelope, altered envelope that I made. And I'm going to show in my next video, I'm going to show how I made this. So you will get to see how to make these. It was inspired by Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And this again has one of my little wax seals on it. And this is actually an opening here at the top. And you can put a little journaling card in there, but also the envelope itself is all finished as well. And again, this journaling card is all digi on the back, which is easy to write on. And then it flips open, and I've created this one as a little bit of added some journaling space, and a little envelope in here as well. And there's the digital at the back, and then this just folds over, and the back is all the pretty papers as well. And I stitched those papers in and added some beads to the binding. And it just slides either from the top or from the bottom in, and then I just slide it back down so that little lip holds down there. And then the final part of the folder is a little flippy pad with a combination of tea stained and digital papers, and there's another one of the little banner paper clips. And then underneath is the beautiful papers again from the paper line, but this is a pocket down here at the bottom. And in this pocket I have put a journaling tag, or a journaling card, and that's a real cute one too, with the little deer and the mushroom, and you can see the birds on there. And then this pocket also would be big enough to tuck some other little goodies in. It has gussets on the side. And then I also made a little scrappy pad with just a little pieces of that netted lace, another little piece from my stash, and then just little bits of papers that were left from the paper line. And that it's just a fun little thing. You can rip pieces off to add to your journal for tuck spots and that kind of thing. And it's just kind of something fun to play with, some little bits. And so then that closes like that, and this closes over. Oops, paper clip's moving. And on this side of the folder is I've created a tuck spot with this gorgeous dusty rose trim from Kim's shop that was in my design team package. And this is also the same trim that's on the spine of this folder, and in here is tucked. These are three journaling cards that are on one of a cardstock type paper. They're quite heavy, and they again have the beautiful lacy print on the back. And I've used some of the whale tails from the paper line on the tops of those for those 3 tags, and they slide beautifully in here. But if you were to take those out, this would be a perfect pocket to slide little keepsake goodies in as well. Then the whole thing just closes up and ties with this gorgeous satin ribbon. And Kim has sari silk ribbon. She has some of this ribbon. She has laces that are about this width. And any of those things look beautiful for ties on a project like this. So you have more choices if the satin ribbon isn't something that you like. But I really think this sort of champagne or tea colored ribbon looks so pretty with the brown paper and the flowers, and that it seemed like a perfect match. And these are, again, I think I've mentioned this before, 3 of my favorite colors is sort of the pink with the brown and the tea colored, and then adding in a bit of cream and white. Oh, I just think it just looks so pretty together, and these just match this paper line so beautifully that I think it all came together. And it was a real fun folder to make. I definitely would make this again. It's really soft and spongy in your hand. It has a really nice feel. And I think it just turned out so pretty. So that is my design team project, this lovely folder for my first project for October for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. I am currently just finishing up another set of projects, and I'll show you how I made that little folder that's in the inside of here. If you're interested, that'll be the next video. And then I've got another project that I'm working on as well. I took the month of September off, and definitely helped me get refreshed and inspired. And Kim sent me so many beautiful things. I do her social media work for her as well, and so she sent me some extra goodies, and I just wanted to create, and I was inspired, and so I created another project that I'm going to be bringing to you near the end of the month that also is using many of the trims that I've already shown you in this folder, but using them to do a reusable cover for a composition notebook. So that's coming up the end of the month. So I hope you guys will all come back and see the other things that I'm creating. I hope you'll stop by AngeldreamCraftsKim and check out all the gorgeous things she has in the shop. I know she's got more things coming. And please check out the designers, because they are all making beautiful, inspirational projects. And with Christmas coming, I know that you want to be inspired, and you probably are wanting to create some things to give for gifts. And I'll talk to you all soon. Appreciate you so much. Bye for now.